It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. He's coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Tigers and the Steamers, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us south of the border to the vibrant capital of Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Tigers of San Juan taking on the Steamers of Mexico City.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Mexico City team as they enter play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for visiting San Juan,
an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the
2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
First carry now for David Montgomery.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown!
David Montgomery, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Tigers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown!
David Montgomery, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Tigers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Just an unbelievable start, less than a minute in. They're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
At least I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Shoves him aside. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But you look at this defense, and they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll leave them with a third and just a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Isaiah Foskey brings him down.
And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And a San Juan first down.
Pushes past him. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 32-yard line.
Pickett back to throw.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 5 catches, 102 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce, and he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a stoppage for an injured player, and a lot of people holding their breath on this one right now. That's Stephon Diggs, who is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Pickett right back to the air again.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll try to run wide side with Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it as we resume action. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
They'll set up to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for Mexico City. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And London motioning left.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Pickett.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And some room to work. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
130 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now a 2nd and 10. Pickett now from the gun here. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he gets it down to the 32. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw.
Over the middle, caught by London.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
A loss of 9 on the play.
They'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back to throw now on 1st down.
This pass is caught by London.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd down and 8.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his man, London, right side.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. In that first half, it was David Montgomery who proved to be tough to stop. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's 2nd and 8. This will go to Henry out wide. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 139 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Stiff-armed him.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back to throw. Pickett throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time, unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Into the hands of London.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
This is Fant on the short completion.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll look to throw again. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
San Juan now getting set to take over on offense.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
Quarterback draw. Here's Pickett.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for Mexico City. 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw here.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff to Henry. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. San Juan's offense ready to get started again.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Pickett.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw here. This is the tight end fan. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Running off tackle with Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
A 58-yard attempt.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and the lead will hold at 10.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Townsend. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw again. This is Fant on the short completion. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. McPherson's kick is good.
And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Pickett back to throw.
Caught by Wilson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Here's Pickett. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. They'll look to throw.
Isaiah Foskey in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
On 2nd down, here's Henry.
But that won't help at all as he's down at the 4-yard line.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. He's back to throw as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Back to throw.
He's got Claypool.
And they work this right off field across the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
This is 1st and 10. is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Cameron line up there defensively.
He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
This offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And we're just inside the 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for San Juan,
it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Mexico City, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.